Hey, bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support y'all are constantly giving me. It's truly a blessing and is always appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light. And many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. If you feel like the videos are uplifting, just give you good vibes or inspiration, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times at the moment, needing confirmation or validation towards life path, or even soul purposes, or just needing any spiritual guidance, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give it a thumbs up, like, and also share social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. My other song kind of ran out for the meditation, so I'm listening to Jason Stevenson's channel is called Positive Aura Cleanse, Chakra Healing, Sophigo, frequency of 639 hertz. And my video I am doing today is called Twin Flame 101, Heyokas, making the utmost commitment towards your manis, your manifestations. It's now or never. Right now, I was like, what was it on? Everything Aligns on IG is talking about you're entering a cycle will shift you years ahead in life. Stop aligning yourself with people and situations that don't serve your highest good. This will bring magical developments in your life, like dreams coming to true love, abundance, and prosperity. And it's like the Mercury and the Sun enters Taurus, going on the 19th. And it's like time is coming back to Earth. After Aries seasons become more practical during the Taurus seasons. Yay, whoever's a Taurus, I'm a Taurus. Ground yourself and start the work to make your life the best life it can be. It's time to, stop planning and go ahead and get to work. It's all about creating stability and to make your life secure. A season of determination and devotion to making your life great. Motivation to create routines that work. And you pose to. It's just like a lot of us are heading towards different directions in our life. A lot of times we feel like we're being placed on a certain experience, a certain vibe, or whatever, and then it just go ahead and turns a different direction. Or there are certain things that you thought you were going to be manifesting that's going to open doors for your life. And a lot of times we get up in our feels, or we get mad because we feel like either someone has blocked us from a certain door being open, or somebody done played dirty, and probably you may have shared your affirmations or your ideas of things that you want to bring into fruition, or seeing the light of your labor, and then someone took your ideas. Those things happen a lot of times, but you have to understand the greatest power of you, nobody is you. Whatever you're putting out into the world, yes, there are certain times I've seen people just totally steal something and create it as their own. I've been in a situation like that, but then it had to get to that point. It's like, what, if they feel like they got to do that, hey, it's going to run out someday. But I truly wish them the best. I always tell people, go off your own ideas. And if, like with me being a YouTuber, a content creator, like I say, if I find something that, I know I can truly align with, or I know it can help somebody, and I know I did not come up with that, I'll make sure I give whoever that is the credits that they do truly deserve, because this is something they put out that helps other people. And I always try to make sure I'm very genuine about that, because if it ain't mine, I ain't going to sit up and claim it's mine. I just don't got time for all that. But it's like you within your ideas. I always tell people, if you start seeing things and patterns that is coming to you, and you may be like, hey, I need that confirmation, or hey, can I get that sign if this is the right direction you want me to go to? Those are your signs. And people tell me, hey Roz, I really enjoy your videos, you're making me want to go ahead and do my videos. Is either I don't feel like it's that right moment. You can't wait until that moment is right, because like that is procrastinating for that. I've been in that boat within myself. This is all those things. It's like, if you want this to come into your life, you have to be able to do the work to get there. A lot of times people get upset because these are the things they wrote down that they wanted to do, but they're not putting in the initial work for it to happen for them. There's a lot of different things since I've done my podcasting, which I need to allow myself to get back on, and quit playing with myself with that. But as well as doing my videos, I try to venture off doing crime videos that, you talk about different crime cases. That just wasn't for me, because it's like a lot of people that I know, I admire a lot of people that do those on the channels on YouTube. I love Bailey Syrian, Crystal, Christine Randall, Eleanor Neal, Brooke McCain. I forgot what her last name is, but I love her as well, and Mike from that chapter. But it's just like that heaviness within that stuck with me too much. So I was just like, I tried it, I just don't like it. So, but there's a lot of different things that are open doors for you to add towards what you are trying to create into your life. There may be in times where you aren't being fulfilled at the job that you are at. Your career started feeling like it was forced. You're not motivated for it anymore. And so those are the things that it is like, especially when the universe starts giving you like those spotlights of, hey, take a leap of faith, being able to understand we got something better past your comfort zone. Allow yourself out of getting towards things you're not really seeing the fruit of what you have been creating. And that's what they're having us right now. It's like, because the atmosphere and vibrations are really at that peak of manifesting what is supposed to be taking place in your life. A lot of things are uncovering. Some of these things feel like it can be heavy at times, and a lot of times you just feel like things are just not working out. I've had that, but it was just like I had to allow myself to know it's not the fact that it's not working out for you, especially if you're putting it all in, but universe wants to see how bad are you really going to go for that, because it's just like, if your creativity is being manifested, there are going to be people that are looking, there's going to be people that are admiring, there's going to be people that are just not going to want to deal with that, because they may be either revealing something in themselves they don't want to recognize, or they don't have that type of energy to do the things that you may be doing. So they want you to still keep going, even when you feel like, what, I'm not, if you want to get videos done, I used to be that type of person and do like 2 videos a week and wondering why I wasn't spiking like 1,000, views in that first time. You have to be consistent with that. Being able to follow where, universe is in that vibration. The universe want you to be able to study within yourself, because there's a lot of things about yourself that has not yet been revealed yet. You're on that thing where you're discovering yourself on so many different directions, very variety of levels, as well as, layers on those different things that's coming into play. The pros and the cons are always a blessing at it. And a lot of times when we look at the cons, that kind of makes us draw back and makes us kind of timid on wanting to go towards that venture that they're sending us towards. And those are the things where you have to not allow yourself to get scared, even though in the human suit, we carry those emotions. It's like, what if? And you can't be going by what ifs, because there's a lot of things that could have been blessing into your life, and you don't want to have a regret, because it's like that regret when you get to that point, you start seeing other people doing their things, and they're rocketing out. Their blessings are being just projected in all kind of ways. That could have been you too. And the universe is telling you not to sleep on yourself, because you are not getting that support from other people. Support your own self. If people are not going to be there to cheer you on, trust and believe, there's going to be people especially in the spiritual world, is going to be proud of all the things that you're doing. And it's going to come to a time where you are going to be seen. And that's why you have to keep going there. I've been going through a lot of different changes in my life where I had to be able to recharge, because I get so many different downloads, so many upgrades that I'm purging and then I'm releasing, then I'm cutting cords. I'm allowing myself to accept the things that has taken place in my life and appreciate the lessons that I've been taught from that, forgiving myself, forgiving other people. And it's like we're going through these moments of change to where it can have you feeling like you're all over the place. But when you're staying focused, you're staying really focused on what you want into your life, not what you're not wanting to deal with in your life, because that means you're putting your focus on something that's irrelevant that will create that reality of what you no longer want. So it's just like when I get to that point, I always try to make sure I'm careful with my words when I speak amongst myself, when I speak to the universe, when I speak to other people, doing those things. I work on that on a daily routine. That's what I meant to say. But you're going through these things for a reason. You can't appreciate that fruit of that labor if you did not go through some kind of struggle. Because when you go through those struggles, they want you to be able to see, yes, I made this hard for you, I made this difficult for you, because I want you to appreciate the level of alkalines, or not alkalines, avenues and platforms that we're placing you on. And then those are the things that's going to allow you to keep going and want to add more to yourself. I was saying that a few days ago. Don't get to where you're blessed and you finally get that manifestation. They're going to want, okay, we're going to give you this. But are you going to allow yourself to get comfortable in this situation? Or are you going to start manifesting more things that it can create like a root? It's like your creation is like a tree. You plant that seed, you nourish it, you talk to it, you take care of the soil around it, make sure it gets the nourishment and the sustenance is needing to grow. And then when you're doing that, the roots start getting planted, and everything starts in the dark. You're going through your shadow work. You're allowing yourself to be at peace, because the ego is really trying to drive. It's like trying to drive Miss Daisy right about now. And these are the things, when you start getting close to your blessings, these are the things that's going to make you want to go back, because the ego feels like it has to know everything from point A to point B, point C, and all the way on. But when when you're living by faith and by fate, these are the things. It's like, no matter what my circumstances is telling me right now, I'm going by the vibrations that the universe is giving to me. These things are getting better, but I had to be able to be challenged to be able to do this. When you're getting challenged and you're not allowing yourself to worry about what other people are thinking, or they're trying to tell you, oh, you're not this, you're not that, you're not this, or you can't do that. If people didn't go all the way in for their dreams, of course they're going to tell you that, because they may see something in yours that they already know it's going to profit off of it, and they want you to be able to do that. So this is at that time where you're at that door. And you're at that door where things are starting. It's like you're in the dark and you see this big door. And when you see the big door, you're seeing all this light coming out from that. These are the things that you're manifesting. You have already went down that hallway of unsurety, fear, doubt, discouragement, insecurities. You had to go all past those things, and you're getting into that place where everything is uncomfortable. And I'm doing my video. Thank you. Lord have mercy. But as I was saying there, and those are the different things, just like, just got interrupted there, but it's just like, you keep on allowing yourself to go. There's not always going to be a bright day that you're going to be enduring. There are going to be days where it's just like going to rain on your whole parade, or there may be different things that you have tried out, but it didn't actually go into where it was supposed to. And all these different things are changing for you, that is going to give you that beautiful entitlement to be able to say, I worked hard for these things. I've earned it, even when things look like it wasn't going to unfold in a good way for me. but it end up being way better than I even expected. And that's what they want you to understand. Say no. Universe knows everything that you're going through right now. They're not deaf, dumb, or stupid towards anything that you may be dealing with right now, but they're really paying attention to, and they let us know you're being protected. There's nothing that can take place in life unless we allow it to, unless that was fated for that to happen. But when they are sending you towards that purpose and saying, hey, I want you to put it all in. You can't do half-ass do things like you used to do. Don't give up and walk away when things got too hot and heavy. I want you to give it all you have. And it's just like they always tell you, everything that you're wanting and you're dreaming and you're trying to manifest is all past that level of fear, comfort zone. Because a lot of times when where we put in foreign situations, because this is not something we're used to. So of course we're going to be nervous. Of course you might be like, oh, what if it don't work? What if people don't accept it? What if people are just not interested? That you can't put that in that vibration of what you're trying to create right now. Bump of what other people are thinking, because it's just at that point you have to be on there and just have that mindset. What I'm producing is something that may have not been done the way I'm doing different things. And yes, there might be people that are not going to get me or understand me, but that's all right. The right ones are going to notice you. The right ones are going to get it and be like, dang, I admire that person. You have to understand, you being spotlighted for that blessing of inspiration towards people that are going to see you as being inspiring. Being able to do those different things. I love what I do. It could be like a post that I see and that I might have a thought, and then I'll write it down as a content, or it could be a comment that one of y'all have dropped towards me, and I'll give a shout out to that. Well, I'll give a shout out to that person, especially if it's, it's a beautiful one, but I don't want to make somebody feel like I'm singling them out and putting a spotlight on what they said. But if this is something that I know that it's not going to have that person looking that way, I'm gonna go, oh yeah, such and such, drop this, and that was a very good idea. It had me want to talk about something like that. So I'm gonna get a shout out to that person because they're the one who brought that idea to me. So when you're doing those different things, I get all this creativity about, what I want to bring to my channel, what I'm wanting to do, what ideas and stuff that I want to talk about. Just being able to let people know you're not the only one that are dealing with these certain things. There's so many other people that are around there that they're going through these different changes that you are. It's not easy. These are the things you're going over, and it's like you want to be to the mountaintop, but you have to remember there's the only way you can get to a mountaintop. And I ain't talking about, okay, my smart butt will be like, hey, I just get a helicopter and go right there. No, you're missing what it needs to be done. You have to be able to climb those different rocks. Make sure you're secure. Make sure you know what you're doing to go up, up that ladder of co-creating what you've been chosen to create. And I tell people all the time, especially if you want to do videos, I always ask them, hey, what kind of content you trying to have? You trying to do the things like I do, or are you doing your own thing? Are you opening up your story? And I tell people, you just don't know how your experience can be able to give that blessing to someone that's truly wanting to know if somebody is going through certain things. And I'm here to tell my story. It's not here to boast or brag about anything, but just being able to have somebody listen to my story to wonder, have you ever gone through different changes? Is like that. And I always, try my best to give people encouragement for that, because, if it's a new avenue that you're being guided towards, that nervousness sits there, and I always try to tell them, hey, don't be scared, allow yourself to act like, you're here, you're on a video chat with people, but you have to be certain, you have to be discreet on certain things, because it's different when we're video chatting with our friends and we're here, but all these things are telling you, it's not that time for discussion. Like, oh, I got too much on my plate right now. I don't think I'm mentally and emotionally ready. And I'm like, you have to say when you're ready, and if that is your drive, when you're allowing yourself to see where you're at, and this is not a place you want to be. So you're going to you're going to use certain things as that focus point that may be a eyesore of negativity to you, and you want to get towards something bigger and better. A lot of times you have to see this situation. If you want things to change, you have to be willing to do the things that you want for this situation to change. It's not going to change on its own. We placed you in these situations not for you to change that situation, for that situation to change you. I'm very blessed about the tragedies I've embraced. There's a lot of things I wish I didn't have to go through when it comes to certain situations, but I see where it took me. I see where, I'm trying to be at. I see, if I allow myself to keep moving and not allowing myself for, maybe not getting enough views, or maybe somebody's not dropping enough comments, allowing myself to be able to still keep going. Because that's where your true blessings come. No matter what is looking out on the outside, you got that voice of positivity is telling you to keep moving forward. Don't place, excuses on that new, experiences that needs to take place, because the only person that you can blame when that doesn't come out is yourself. A lot of times we want to give excuses. Well, I've been there, that person, I can't say this because they're going to try to block me, or I got haters that's watching me hoping I try to drop something so they can try to block me. If I'm not manifesting that energy, I already know what not to say and what to say. I had to learn from those experiences, not letting the left hand know what the right hand's doing. If you want to talk about something that that is a great deal of importance to your life, you keep that to yourself. And then when it's ready to be shown to the world, then you go ahead and talk about it. Because a lot of people that, this in the industry, whether it's celebrities or musicians and stuff like that, they never talk about certain things that are in the making of that, because they know there are certain things out there in the world where people, that energy could just block them on that. I always tell people, be very careful about what you drop in my comments. If it's something that we're talking one-on-one with and it's only me, it's a whole different story. But when you putting something up here and there are certain things you would love to happen in your life, that one bad energy of somebody seeing that comment that they wish that could be them, that is your automatic block, because you allowed yourself to talk about something prematurely. And you cannot be doing that. So you have to allow yourself to be to yourself. Not everybody needs to know what you're doing, because there's too many people out there that doesn't want to see that happen for you, because it did not happen for them. So right now, that is going to be your key component towards yourself. A lot of times we create our own worst enemy because we feel like, oh, we need to prove something to certain people, or we're seeking validation from other people. We needed our ego fed by this situation or whatever. So it's like when you're going through these situations in your life, these are the things that's going to be that blessing. Even the most darkest moments, you will understand and see that as your biggest blessing, because you'll sit up here and say, I've had this happen. I've had people do this. I've had situations do that. But I allowed myself to keep pushing. I was just about to, as soon as my baby dad just came in here, I was about to do my video over. I'm like, no, I ain't about to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it moving where I am and just start back over, start right back where I left off at, and being able to do that. And that's basically showing you, no matter what is distracting or what is catching you off guard, allow yourself to stay focused on what is truly important to you. Keep allowing yourself to go. As long as you believe in you, don't worry about who else is not doing that. I mean, it's a beautiful thing when you have people that support you, that is wanting to see you grow, wanting to see you flourish. Those are the people you hold on tight to. But also you remember the ones that mocked you, the ones that kept on saying, oh, they ain't gonna amount to that. Nobody's not gonna listen to them. Why are they gonna listen to them? I've heard all different type of stuff like that. But I also appreciated that too, because it allowed me to believe more in myself. Even when other people didn't, I still believed in myself. And that's what they are teaching us to do. I'm sitting up here with a headache out of this world, and I'm still allowing myself to keep moving, because at first I was just like, oh, let me go ahead. I was eating my salad and stuff like that, went away and then came right back. I said, I ain't going to let that stop me. Cloak my headache so y'all don't receive that, and just keep it moving. And those are the things you're going to have, these little obstacles, but it's just like how God and universe puts that in your way to see how are you going to respond to that obstacle. Are you going to allow that obstacle to deaden what we're trying to keep alive for you and within you? Or you going to allow yourself to, maneuver towards that? And then that's what they're looking at. And you have to be able to do that. We're going in through all these changes within the atmosphere, within the different, the different planets and stuff like that. And we have to really be rocking with it, because right now, those vibrations are very potent right now. It's just like whatever you're manifesting in your life is about to come into fusion, and they want you to go ahead and keep going all in. It's now or never. Don't give no excuses for people that don't like trying. Do things that you normally don't do. If you want the things you have never had in your life, you have to be willing to sacrifice and do things that you have never done. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Y'all, I want to give a post notification shout out to my multiverse. Ziggy Moon, much love to you. Twan Jr., Elena Bennett, as well as Lauren Brandon, Cashleen Harles, much love to you as well. If you're new to my channel, so good to have you. Like and subscribe, share, tell somebody about the channel. I would love to get a chance to know you as much as you're getting to know me. I leave all my contact information in the description box below. I hope whatever you're manifesting comes so much bigger and better than you ever imagined. It comes sooner than you expected it. And like I said, keep going, y'all. You are right there. You are almost at that finish line. Do not give up on yourself and don't sleep on yourself. If others have quit on you, you don't quit on you. You are your greatest asset. You have to be able to understand your greatest asset. Don't allow somebody's insecurities manipulate you away from your blessings that you truly deserve. I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. Be responsible and safe at all you do. Even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know. All those things really take somebody a long way. And I'll talk to y'all in my next video. Much love. Peace.